Okay, I'm going to kick off, folks. My name's Paul Timperley, and before this meeting starts, I just want to read off this statement. I think it's very important, you should all be aware of it. This is not a RISC organised or hosted event. This is an event put on as part of the Reading International Festival by a group of us who are a loose collective known as the Reading Friends of Palestine, who hold a variety of political views on Palestine and Zionism. But we do not, we have organised this event, and the event speaker, Gilad Atzmon, was put before the people who have leased out this venue to us, the Reading Friends of Palestine, his credentials to see whether he was acceptable to RISC were scrutinised. RISC had no objection to him, and RISC are not organising the event. We are organising the event. Now, so that must be made clear to everybody who has misinterpreted this event as a RISC event when it is not that. It is an event where we are organising it on behalf of a loose collective of us who would like to see the parameters of speech enriched through disciplined, organised, and critical analysis. Now, Reading International Festival's theme this year is a different world is possible and necessary. Our event is a presentation by Gilad Atzmon of his most recent book, Being in Time, a Post Political Manifesto, which we think is very much in tune with the theme of Reading International Festival. Reading International Festival is an open, inclusive series of events that excludes no one who is happy to come and abide by the format of respect and tolerance that the festival hopes to foster. Now, Gilad has just invited people who are protesting against this event to attend the event. It is inclusive. They could have attended the event. They were not barred. This is not a meeting where it is organised on invitation only. They declined to attend the event. They indeed must have a great fear of not only the speaker, but also his book. So I want to just make one, before I introduce Gilad, I would just actually like to ponder on this rough translation from the Greek philosopher Aristotle. And it is the mark of an intelligent mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Somebody exposed, now that's basically a rough translation of an Aristotle quote. I think it's a very good concept, and I think it's a concept that Gilad Atzmon himself would fully endorse. Somebody exposes you to a new idea. Do you reject it out of hand, accept it blindly, or entertain the idea, exploring its strengths, weaknesses, and applications to the situation? Let that be the pervading thought throughout this meeting. As to Gilad himself, well, first of all, people know Gilad as a renowned jazz saxophonist with an international career. He is also a pretty prolific writer, although his book, Being in Time, is his most recent. There was The Wandering Who. There was previous publications, The Perplexed Mind, I think. He puts forward Gilad Atzmon's view. And Gilad Atzmon's view is always our own particular view. And speaking as an old-fashioned, traditional, egalitarian Marxist, it challenges my viewpoints sometimes. But it raises pertinent questions. And that is the essence of Gilad Atzmon. He speaks in all venues. He will speak to anyone who will engage with his ideas. That is his only request. Listen to me. If you object to me, I have no objections to that, but debate with me. Gilad was born in Israel. He was brought up in Israel. He was brought up in a Zionist family. He's now left Israel a number of years ago, relocated to England. He has ceased to be an Israeli. He describes himself as well. Gilad can perhaps comment further as an ex-Jew. He may wish to define what that means. And he has a background which is essentially a pro-Palestinian background, but he has interesting views to put about that. The book itself, he will explain, does not focus entirely on Palestine at all. It in fact focuses on the whole concept of identity politics. And there's going to be many in this audience who it's going to challenge too in the way we think. So I'm going to, with that, and asking you to remember that Aristotle quote, to let's proceed with the meeting. The meeting will be of the format that Gilad will give a presentation. After that presentation, we're going to open the meeting up for a Q&A, and I hope that that Q&A will be able to engage with the presentation that Gilad is going to give. Having said that, I now say over to you, Gilad.